Well, good morning. It's a gorgeous day out here today. Still a little chilly, minus 27. It's a heck of a lot better than the minus 30, minus 40, minus 50 that we were dealing with here the last few days, but cold enough nonetheless that we've got to keep our fuzzy hats on, right, Charlotte? Yeah.
Is it cold out? Is it cold?
Yeah. Nice.
You petting Mittens?
Up.
Okay, pick it up.
Good morning, puppies. Camera shy much, Ben?
Whoa.
You can do it. Good girl. Keep coming. You're okay. There you go. Good girl.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right, so it's now almost coffee time, and we've been working away at the greenhouse. We've got plywood on the corners. You can see there's a few spots down the front, just in between the windows. We've sealed up with plywood. And then there's this big wide open spot here that we are sealing up with, well, it's not sealing it up, but closing it anyways, with the leftover corrugated plastic that we had hanging over from the roof. That was actually a complete accident. We'd gone to Emerson Trail Building Supplies and we'd asked for 12 foot for the roof, and he didn't have any that day, but he had 16 feet. And the 16 foot stuff that he had was actually cheaper than the 12 foot stuff if I would have actually run into town. So it was like, wow, 4 extra feet and it's cheaper still. I'm all over that all day long because we can still use it for here. So I got 2 more pieces to cut and we'll have this side closed up. Once that's done, all we'll have is this last remaining little gap over this window. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the door. This was sitting out in the open and a cow stepped on it, so the window busted out. We do have I don't know, it's the bottom window or the top window. One of the panes we do have, and then the bottom I'll figure out, or whatever. I'll figure out how we're gonna fill that gap. Probably just gonna be some corrugated plastic again.
Are you making some cakes? Charlotte?
What?
Yeah. You're not supposed to stick your fingers in it.
Well, I worked through coffee break and we got all the plastic up, and I even found another piece of plastic for the door. So I don't want to say it's done, but it's close. It's really close. So what I got to do, I got some bolts that I'm going to put in the skids, and then I got a 2x4 I'm going to put across as a brace, just so that when we do pull it out, the skids don't, I guess, want to pull and V together. So just, maintain the structural integrity for the move. Confident this thing's going to be able to withstand anything that the weather can throw at it once it's out there, but the move can be, some unlevel ground and some pretty hard tugs. So I just want to make sure it withstands all of that. The other thing I want to do, just more as a proactive approach, is plug the battery charger on the tractor. I know I got about 40 minutes worth of work before this thing can leave. I might have lunch in between then. I'm not sure. We'll see what time it is. But I'll get the battery charger on this because, yeah, when that door opens up, I want this thing to fire up and be ready to go. I don't want to be waiting for this thing to go because that's not a good time for anybody. So it's probably a little bit of overkill on the drill bit. You can get the whole thing in the frame there. Yeah, but I mean, better to have more than not enough, right? Your turn. Your turn. 1, 2, 3. All right, so big moment here. We're gonna start the tractor, get hooked onto this greenhouse and get it out in the sunshine. It's out of the shop. If I quit now, I've already kept my pinky promise. And no, we'll drag it the rest of the way and get it set up here. Greenhouse, as you can see now that it's out of the shop, it's actually nice and bright and light in here. I'm super excited about this. Today's really not a good example though. I mean, the sun is just like, his sun is just giving her, but every ounce of energy the sun's putting out is being robbed by the wind today. So we've got this brutal, just nagging, razor sharp wind coming out of the northeast that just cuts you right to the bone. So what I'm gonna do is, I've got the little thermometer out of the chicken house, and I'm gonna leave it in here and just see if you know, the passive solar effect of the greenhouse, how much it actually pulls in, and obviously gets hotter in here than it does outside. Knowing full well that we have a lot of holes to fill in here. There's it's certainly not airtight by any means. And of course, the greenhouse, you want to have some ventilation. But I'm pretty confident, you know, we're gonna have to fill a few holes for sure before we start growing vegetables in here. All right, so I've been in the house now for a couple hours, had a couple cups of tea, watched a little bit of TV, and just kind of let the greenhouse sit in the sun and just see, well, I say sit in the sun, but the windows are super dirty. Anyways, you can see there's a little bit of sunlight comes through there, but I wasn't really sure if this, you know, whole passive solar thing was just kind of hokey or if there was really something to it. But I mean, the thermometer doesn't lie. It's minus 26 outside, and it is -7 inside the greenhouse. So there you go. In fact, that really gives me a lot of confidence that, you know, if we seal up a couple of these gaps, you can see there's obviously some space above the door, you know, around the windows. This wasn't pretty work. It was just basically let's get it put together and let's get, you know, some sunlight coming in. But we could easily, you know, with a couple cans of foam or, you know, shove some rags in there, maybe some sheep's wool, whatever. And I bet you we could have this thing cooking.
We got 1,400 rooms in Stanton, and if they're already getting full, and tickets haven't come on sale yet, that's a good sign.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
I want to take a stand with you. We're going to take a stand with you. And we'll see you then.
Yeah,
Okay.
looking forward to it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Are you organizing for Mom?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Are you gonna put them all away?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You're the best. Ooh. Watch your toes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Papa.
Charlotte, can you say ambulance?
Airplane.
Can you say fire truck?
Pika.
Police car. Can you say police car?
Pika. Yeah.
What's that?
Airplane.
An airplane? That's an ambulance. What's this?
Wheel.
Is that a fire truck?
Pika. Pika.
No. What's this?
Pika.
Yeah, police car.
Anyways, I got everybody tucked in for the night. It's pretty early. It's just before supper time, but I really didn't feel like coming back out here again with that darn wind. So everybody's fed, watered, tucked in, got everything they need for the evening. So I'm going to go inside and make some supper. I hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.